Canada basketball lost to the hometown France when Canada was a favorite, one of the favorites to get a medal this year. I only got one person to blame, Jamal Murray. What's going on, y'all? I'm D.A. Bourne. Welcome to Breaking Mediocrity. Yes, I talk about politics, but hey, I'm a sports fan. So, you know what? I know I got a lot of American subscribers, but and you might not want to watch this, but you know what? Hey, if you're a basketball fan and if you live in Denver, you want to listen to this video. So check this out. All right, so I took the time to watch Team Canada, who is unbeaten in the Olympics, face hometown France. I was nervous about this game because I said, other than the U.S., who are the two best teams in the tournament? And my thoughts were Canada and France. France has a lot of players in the NBA now, and they're up and coming, and they're home. They're home. When you're home, you got a clear advantage, right? Because you got the home crowd. Canada had 11 NBA players on their team, one superstar, but the other strong role players, okay? So we have SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Not only he's the best player on the team and the best Canadian player in history. I'm putting that right now. He's the best Canadian player in history. He averaged 30 points a game in the NBA. If he was American, he would be on Team USA. That's how good he is. So you had them. You had RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett, he's a 20-point game guy usually. 19, 20 points a game. Plays for the Toronto Raptors. He stepped up his game. He took leadership. You had Andrew Nembhard, young guy. He's not a star yet, but on Indiana, he did step up his game, and I expect him to be big for Indiana Pacers this upcoming season. All right. Our main reason we lost is because we were small. We were guard strong. We had the best guards in the tournament, I believe. We had the best guards, hands down. All right, but we were too small, and France had some big boys, and they punched us in the mouth. They punched us in the mouth from the get-go. They had a 19-5 lead, and Canada just could not overcome. They could not. They tried to come back, but there was an uphill battle for the whole game, and they lost. They're out. They're not getting the medal. It's done. Over. I hated that matchup because despite the fact that Canada was the smallest team in the tournament, we had some talent. But I gotta target this. I gotta target one player who did not step up, and if he would have stepped up, we could have beaten France despite of our size, and that is Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray, who has a career average of 20 points a game over his career, last year assisted Nikola Jokic and went and won the NBA championship. And he was dominant. They were calling Jokic and Murray another Shaq and Kobe combo. He was dominant. We looked at that and said, hey, if he could help lead Denver to an NBA championship, we can't wait to see what Jamal Murray's going to do for Team Canada. Jamal Murray averaged not 16, 6 points per game in the Olympics. 4 games, he averaged 6 points a game. I heard that he doesn't play well with other talented guards, and I heard that from someone who knows him. There's no excuse. 6 points a game? That's trash. That's absolutely garbage. Very disappointed. This country is disappointed in you, Jamal, and you know it. Jamal Murray, you got some explaining to do. When you get back to Pearson Airport, when you get back in this hometown, you got some explaining to do. And you got to be upfront and honest. You got to let Canada know why you average only 6 points a game. I don't care if you were next to someone who averaged 30 points a game. You could average 12. If you averaged 12, we would have had a chance against France. We don't know what we saw. That was not the person who helped Denver win a championship less than 2 years ago. That was not him. And I'm going to shift this back to Denver Nuggets fans now. Nuggets fans, y'all got to be concerned. Because obviously y'all got knocked out in the second round in 7 games. Jamal Murray was not his best. Before the playoffs, or even the first round series in LA against the Lakers, he hit 2 game-winning shots. And everybody, the metrics and everything were saying, Jamal Murray is the best player to have never been an all-star. The best player to have never been an all-star because he is so clutch in the playoffs. Well, based on this performance, we now know why Jamal Murray is not an all-star. And Denver Nugget fans, I would be very concerned about this upcoming season, about how he plays. Jamal, if you step up and become an all-star in this upcoming season, it will be good for Denver Nugget fans. It will be good redemption based on how you sucked in the Canadian tournament, in the Olympics. However, this is gonna sting you until you can make up for it in 2028 when Canada goes back to the tournament. Lord willing, they go back in 2028. This is gonna sting you for 4 years, because if you have a career year this year, and let's say you do help take Denver Nuggets back to the NBA Finals, you know what Canadians are gonna say? Well, how come you didn't show up for us when the Olympics were taking place? What happened to that Jamal Murray? What happened to the championship Murray? You got some explaining to do, and I'm at a loss for words, because as much as Canada was undersized in this tournament, and yes, this roster size, and yes, Canada needs to bring up some big men. Yes, we didn't have Andrew Wiggins. Yes, we didn't have the rookie Zach Edey. I don't know how effective he would have been because he is a rookie. He's never played against NBA players. I think it would have helped. It would definitely get him ready for the NBA if he played. But I respect their decisions not to play because, I respect their decisions regardless. But Jamal Murray, this is on you. If you're injured, you should say that you were injured and you should not have been in this tournament, because obviously 6 points a game didn't help much at all. All right, props to SGA, props to RJ, props to all those dudes who worked hard. Even Dort was playing his butt off yesterday. All those guys are playing, but you 6 points a game. I'm sorry. No excuses. You sucked in this tournament. And you have 4 years to make it up for Canada. And you got next year to make it up for Denver Nuggets fans. That's all I got to say about that. What are your thoughts? Is this the beginning of the downfall for Jamal Murray? Or is this the turning point where Jamal is going to step up and become an all-star at this point? Because this has to be the lowest point of his career. Alright, like, share, and subscribe to Breaking Mediocrity. I just had to share that. I had to get that out of my soapbox. I want to hear what y'all got to say. I'm out. Blessings. Peace.